The chair now recognizes Ms. Barragan for her 5 minutes of questions.
Thank you. Commissioner Gomez, I'd like to start with you and follow up to that last interaction. The chairman said that families should be able to communicate with their families when they're in prison. Wasn't there an effort to raise cost or the caps for prisoners to be able to make calls to their families to make it, which could lead to them costing more, making it more expensive to communicate with family?
Yes, Congress in the Martha Wright Reed Act directed the FCC to lower the cost of the IPCS, which is the prison services payphone and video calls, to make sure that they were just and reasonable and that they fairly compensated these providers. This administration, and the last administration did that, we substantially reduced the cost of the calls. We had 3 mandatory data collections to get the correct data so that we could determine whether the rates were just and reasonable. This administration reversed what we did and said, well, we don't have enough data, so we're going to give the payphone providers everything they want. And the problem with that is what the payphone providers are doing is they are providing to these prisons and jails services that are not related to the cost of making those calls. We're forcing families of incarcerated people to pay to provide search warrant processing, to transcribe, convert into digital format, to support litigation and investigations, to aid in investigations, and to provide for skilled investigators. That has nothing to do with the making of these calls, but this administration decided that they would provide that because we don't have enough data after 3 mandatory data collections. So we are forcing families to pay for these big costs because the providers are monopoly providers that provide these services for free to these prisons and to these jails on the backs of these families.
So these families are paying more to communicate with their
Yes, they are. Their costs have gone up.
their family members. Thank you. Commissioner Carr, you have said that you think the agency should focus on information that consumers want and need. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And you have also said they should have information so they can make an informed decision. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I want to show you one of these. You know what this you know what this is, I'm sure, right? A nutrition label, the Broadband label. Okay, one of the pieces of this label is an early termination fee on whether there is one or not. Do you see? It's down here. I don't know if you could see it from where you're at, but certainly you must be familiar with that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, do you believe that consumers should know if there's going to be an early termination fee on a plan that they're signing up for?
What we're focused on is making sure that consumers have clear, concise.
Do you think that a consumer should know that there's going to be a cancellation fee? It's very simple.
This is an issue that we're looking at right now. What we want to reach is a point at which consumers have all of the information.
You don't have an opinion on whether a consumer should know if there's going to be an early termination fee? That's shocking, Commissioner Carr. Let me tell you why. This company, too, has an early termination fee up to $750, depending on the device and the contract. So to have the chair of the committee of this agency not have an opinion on whether consumers should have informed
With respect,
information on a cancellation.
the FCC
You
has an
just
active
confirmed to
proceeding
me,
underway
I'm
right
not,
now.
there is no
We've had
question pending,
questions
sir.
about this.
There's no question pending. You just told me the consumer should have the information to make an informed decision. I can tell you in my congressional district, where people are working class and they're low income, they're gonna wanna know if there's an early termination fee. And they're certainly going to want to know if there's a $750 early termination fee. So Commissioner Gomez, I'm going to turn to you. Do you think consumers should be able to know if there is an early termination fee on their plan?
Yes, I do.
And isn't there a proposal now to eliminate that requirement that would read to consumers whether there's an early termination fee?
Yes, what it would do is obfuscate the fees by pulling them all up into one category. Now, I believe that companies, carriers, should compete on price and quality, not on being able to hide information from their consumers.
Okay, and I now want to turn to these same labels. There's companies that go out and they market to consumers in Spanish language, and then these customers come in and sign up for service. Should those consumers be able to get this information in their language that they were marketed in?
Yes. The proposal that the FCC has just adopted would eliminate that requirement, even though the companies are marketing in another language.
Great, thank you. I agree that I think consumers should know this. I would like to enter into the record this article, October 10th, 2022, from The Verge. It's titled, "Brendan Carr Wants to Let Internet Providers Charge Hidden Fees Again." Thank you. I yield back.
So ordered.